Okay, so in my tutorial about vehicles, some helpful comments have enlightened me to something I missed, and what that thing is incredible. A single node changes everything. And you're right, it's not widely known because I didn't know this at all, so thank you so much for letting me know about this. Because of this revelation, the tutorial for today is what the title says: how to get AI to spawn inside a vehicle rather than having them walk to it. This is a separate tutorial because while some may want to spawn their AI in a vehicle, others may want the cinematic value of having the AI rushing toward the vehicle like that they're going to drive, like my last tutorial. Without much else, let's get to spawning right into it. So to kick this off, you just really need your AI spawners that you want to, them to, like which ones you want to use the vehicle, and then you just need your vehicle. So I'm going to place this right here. I have an AI spawner already set up. I don't have him set to spawn from a script or anything because this is not really necessary for the tutorial. So he's set to a 5-second delay. It's an Elite Ultra. He's on my team and he is on Squad Alpha. And that's all we need. We can jump straight into the scripting from here. So let's go ahead and grab our Ghost and bring it into our node graph with Y. That way it's already here. Place it right there. Now we're going to go into events, just basic events, just so that way we can make sure that the Ghost isn't there on spawn. We're going to delete it with on game start. As soon as it starts, the object, which is our Ghost, is going to be removed, and we're going to grab the delete object node like so. Go ahead and plug it in where it goes. There we go. Now the Ghost will not be there when the game starts, but we need it to be there when they spawn. So that's where we go up here to events AI and grab on squad spawn with squad label, and this is the squad you want to use spawn in your vehicle, or one of the AIs anyway. We're going to set that to alpha since that's the one that the elite is on. And now we going to have to grab a list, or the way to use lists. We're going to have to go to for each object right there. We're gonna place it over here because we're actually going to place a node in the middle here. This is how we're going to get our Ghost back, or our vehicle that we want them to use. We're going to go ahead and plug this in now as we see here. There we go. And the object we want to spawn is our Ghost. We want to spawn that as soon as our squad spawns. Okay, now how do we make this work? We need to go grab at the AI category up here. We need to get the AI units from squad. Place it right here. Go ahead and plug squad into squad right here. And the AI units into the objects, like that. There you go. And the lists and the squad, or the AI units that come from the squad, are in order from unit 1 to unit 8. So the very first object is going to check every single time is the first unit of the spawner. If you have multiple spawners, I'm still not entirely sure how that works. I'm assuming there's some kind of hierarchy on which spawners get priority, like maybe it's alphabetical order. So if you have your spawners named to Alpha and then Bravo, the one in Alpha is going to get 1 through 8, and they're going to be checked first, and then the other 8 would be the next 8 in the list after that. But that's just guessing. But anyway, beyond the hypotheticals, we're going to go ahead and make sure that these guys spawn in their vehicles. So we go down here to the Vehicles tab, and we go Attempt to Enter Vehicle. I can't believe I skipped over this the first time. I'm telling you, this is great. All right, Current Object. There we go. Current Object goes to Unit, Execute per Object, which means it's going to make the very first object it comes across enter a vehicle. And if it can't, it will move on to the next one, and if it can, then Unit 2 would go in, but our Unit 1 will be able to do it. So let's go ahead and set our preferred seat to any. You can have them set to the driver specifically, the gunner, passenger, and all that good stuff, but we're going to set it to any because that's all that matters for us right now. And clearly the vehicle is going to be the one that we want to spawn with them. And using this method right here, using just this script, he will in fact spawn inside the vehicle. There's a split second where he won't be in the vehicle, but you almost won't notice that, especially in gameplay. You won't. Boom, there he is. Within a fraction of a second, he was inside it, so it appears as if he spawns inside his vehicle. And you're probably wondering if this works for 2-seaters as well, and that it does. All you need to do is, of course, have multiple AI units to be able to be selected. So I'm going to go down here and just grab a Brute Miner. That way 2 AI spawn on this one. It's 2-seater, and it's 2 AIs. Place down the Wraith. There we go. Go ahead and rotate it, put it on the ground. And all we have to do now is replace, go ahead and bring it into the node graph with Y, replace where our ghost was with this. Go ahead and put the object here. Plug in an object basically everywhere that you would have had the ghost. Full replacement. Boom. Now both of them will spawn inside of the Wraith. One in the gunner, one in the driver. And it is random on that, unless you can figure out a way to get them to kind of decide. But there you go. Now there's one thing to keep in mind, just like my other tutorial, is if an AI can't drive at all anyway, it won't put them in the driver's seat. And if they can't be in a vehicle at all, like a hunter, it won't put them in it at all. It'll just spawn them normally. So there you go. That's how you spawn AI in their vehicles. They did say that using this method won't work for shade turrets though, causing crashes and other weird effects. So for now, we'll have to stick to the old-fashioned way for those. So this is what I'm talking about when I say this community is great. You guys help me, which helps me help you even better. It's crazy to think that I started out 2 weeks ago not knowing anything about scripting, much less scripting about AI. Remember that 100 I was so hype about a few days ago? Yeah, we have tripled that number since then. Never really saw this coming when I made that first video, but it's something I welcome. So thanks to all of you again, and I'll see you on the next go round.